There are so many examples of people who've overcome horrible circumstances and worked their way to amazing outcomes. I can give countless examples. You've heard the turnaround stories, but what are they all for? What are these stories for? I tell my athletes, I show my clients, here's how you get in the absolute best shape as a person and an athlete. Get your water intake up, go hard during training, consistently eat right, etc., etc., etc. Now, I don't just tell you to do this just so you can say, wow, look what he did. I do it as a regular dude to demonstrate if I can do it.
My boy, here we go. Bohannon, my man. How you been, son?
I've been doing good. Can't complain at all. How you been?
Man, look, you know the one word answer that I'm gonna have every time you ask me that, and I'm grinding. That's what it is.
That's all we can be doing.
That's what it is. Baby boy, how you feeling out there, man? How's that little boy?
He doing good. You know, he in kindergarten now, so he transferring back down here.
That is crazy.
To finish up this rest of the semester. But he been doing good, getting big.
Man, that's so crazy. My boy, a whole daddy out here.
Yeah. taking him to school, that's what really.
That made it real, didn't it?
That made it real.
That's cool. How's mom? How's Journey?
She doing good. Everybody doing good. Mama retired, start back working. She want to get another job, so
okay.
Kind of tired of sitting at home. My sister doing good. You know, she got the baby. She's
Yeah.
9 months old now.
Yep.
So everybody doing good.
How's little brother?
Grown. Good. Though.
That's so crazy.
Good. Here you go, right here.
He out there with you?
Baby
boy. Oh my God, who is that? What? What's up, boy? You sound like a whole grown man out here. How you doing, buddy? What? You got son too?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up, big man?
What's up, Paul? Where you at?
I'm in Memphis, buddy. I'm in Memphis. I'm not far from Earl. Hey, man, why you gotta save me some chicken, buddy?
He ain't seen the game my mama one. I don't think he got no more to share. What's it on either table?
Oh, man. Baby boy, it's great to hear from you, man. It's great to see you smiling. It's just great to be on the other end of the phone with you. I won't keep you very, very long. Yeah, man.
Oh, you all good. It's great to see you and talk to you, man. I appreciate you for calling.
Yeah, buddy. I always I try to, when I check up on you, it's like me checking up on my son, but my older adult son who is feeling his way through this thing. You know what I mean? Growing pains, learning, growing, maturing very quickly. You, Gary, are one that I never had to worry about leaving for college. You know what I mean? As far as getting caught up in the garbage, the partying, and all this nonsense and stuff. I mean, you friggin' I don't want to speak for you. How many years did it take you to graduate from Baylor?
I got my first, so I graduated high school 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I got my bachelor's in 2020, and I got my master's.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, you got your bachelor's in 2 years?
You said what?
You got your bachelor's in 2 years?
Yeah, 2.5.
Son, that's so crazy. So I need somebody to hear that. I need people to hear that. Okay, so how long did it take you to get your master's?
Another 1.5 years, and I did it slow because I know I had so much eligibility left, so I just did it slow.
4 years, you got your 4 years. 4 years, you got your bachelor's and your master's.
I ain't saying it. 2 degrees, 4 years.
2 degrees in 4 years. So I need people to understand, we're not dealing with some gump from backwood, Arkansas somewhere, freaking, somebody telling you how to live your life, somebody giving you decisions and blah, blah. No, you're dealing with an intelligent young man who graduated from one of the most prestigious universities in the world early. And so you get academics out of the way to an extent, buddy. And you get 2 degrees. We start our football career. Well, how the heck did I meet you, man?
Researcher. So let's go back.
Okay.
So, I had just finished AAU basketball, and my mama was like, let's make the decision. You got to pick what you playing.
Okay.
She was like, you gonna start training for football or you gonna stick to basketball. That's how you gonna spend your summers. You're not gonna be traveling doing AAU basketball. So I'm like, let me get into some research. She do some research. Tony Moore, which is my AAU coach, he do some research, and my mama do some research. And we all came together and we found you. And so I was like, okay. I gotta go. You know? Yeah. Okay. Say hey to Shabazz.
What's up, sis?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. See my guy over there. You and them grandbabies? Oh my God! I know she's just in heaven over there.
Oh yeah, got both of them over here.
Yeah.
But back to the question. Yeah. Then from there, we sat down and was like, okay, let's see how much it's gonna be. Let's see the commute.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. See you later.
Oh my.
What? Hold on. Get out. I'm trying to finish this. Can all y'all get out? Y'all interrupting us. I am.
Don't worry, baby boy. Look, we edited, so we can edit. So that we need all this daddy love right now. So we cool.
I'm on the phone. Can you get out of the face?
Yeah.
Go finish the chicken. Okay, go close the box then.
Now, wait. Who's the baby little one? Who's that? That's your nephew?
No, that's my sister baby.
Okay.
Yeah, so we finish and we get together and we sit down and we say, okay, how can we afford this and fit this into your schedule? And Kaden, go in there and sit down. Go sit down. Okay, well sit down. You gotta be quiet, okay? Let me finish the call. Hold on, I'm holding the phone right now. Give me a minute. I'm gonna come in a minute. Give me a minute. Go finish eating. Give me a minute. Okay. So we sit down and we're like, how we gonna do this? And I remember my first time coming over there. Drew, I was driving probably about 45 minutes to an hour every day trying to get over there.
Yep.
And people don't know this. I was working at McDonald's so I could pay for it.
Yep.
I was working at McDonald's so I could pay for it. Yeah, and ended up being that kind of in a way you was training me, but you were the coach and I was the athlete, but we had the same mindset. We had the very exact same mindset.
Yep.
And the drive. Can you give us a space? I want to
No. This is perfect, dude. This is perfect.
And so you can come back in a minute. Give me a minute. Don't be being bad. And so and I remember my first time. Shoot, I done worked out all the gyms you'd have been there. Everywhere you done trained, I'd have been to. And so for me, it was just about trying to. And you were able to come to where I'm from, and so it was about me kind of finding a place for me that felt like home, that I knew I was going to get better as a person, as an athlete, wherever I was training at. So we kind of got along. Well, we didn't kind of get, we got along really, really well. Yeah. and we started to set some goals, and we started slowly. Took some time and started accomplishing them, but every little small goal, big goal we set, we were able to accomplish.
Well, here's what you don't know. Day one, you came in, you were larger than life.
Right.
And nobody believed you were 16 years old.
Nobody. Nobody.
They did. I thought you were a fully grown man. And I'm like, this boy damn near big as me. But the beauty of it was you were a sponge. You commanded the room, but you commanded it in such a way that your humility allowed you to just want to learn and just want to get better and want to train, because you had the confidence in me before you even got there that I didn't realize. So you, buddy, when I say you gave me zero problems, That's an understatement. But what you didn't know was the very first day when you left out of there, I said, this boy going to be able to do whatever he want to do. God gifted him with size. God gifted him with athleticism. But the X factor was your work ethic. When I saw that, it was only a matter of time before the second scholarship offer came, because at the time when you came to me, you had Arkansas State. Yep, that was the only one that we had.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't have to do much. I kind of laid out the roadmap and you followed it. And you followed it so well, Gary, that everybody who was around you just wanted to keep being around you. From Lincoln and Gus and all of these guys who were so disappointed days that you didn't come to the same workout as them, because they knew that that all of y'all had the same type of mindset. Every last one of y'all led the pack.
Definitely.
I highlighted the fact that you would make that drive from Earl every day, and you was there at 5 a.m. You never missed. You were on time. What you also didn't know was that I never charged you full price, because I knew how far you had to drive. You know what I mean? So I never made you pay what everybody else paid, because I took that into consideration. And then you just made it so easy for me because you never gave me any problems. Now, if you were a discipline problem or disrespectful, then we'd had to talk.
It definitely would.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't that.
Nah.
I always knew that. I kind of knew that. So I appreciate it. And that's kind of, I didn't try to. I didn't try to make, like, I didn't really try to be like the boss of the room.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we created a space where this was the standard. And if you wasn't with that, you wasn't working out with
You
us.
were not, you went with us. That's right. That is right.
So we came here with a goal we want to come to.
That's right.
Some goals, we're going to come here, we're going to work toward it every day. Don't nobody got to see what we're doing. We're going to work, we're going to compete in every single thing we do. So that was the mindset, and I wanted to not be the big dog like, we're going to do this, but I wanted to show.
But you just did it.
By my action.
You know what I mean? That was it. The best thing about it was you didn't have to try, for one. You just walked in the room and did it. And you fed off of me because that was the standard and the expectation that I set.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just follow suit and follow right in line because that was the environment that we created. And you capitalized on it. I remember you wanted to come in and do your commitment video in there. That was incredible. I was humbled by that because you could have did that anywhere. I remember.
That's where it started, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody know about them 5 a.m. workout before school. Don't nobody know about it in the drive, but you were able to give me an opportunity to become a better player, a better person, a better leader. Like, hey, go in there, please. You're just making noises, please. Go in there. And you just gave me an opportunity. So I feel like as each offer came, we're accomplishing that together.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to share that moment because I don't think I would have been able to do all that without you. So I wanted to make sure I was able to share that with you because that's where it started.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you got the jersey.
Yeah, that baby's still hanging up there.
I gave a jersey, everything. So
yeah, man.
That's where it started. Remember, I go off to a camp, somewhere that invite me to a camp, and I call you and text you like, I just ran this.
Yep.
So we were slowly checking off the boxes for what we wanted to do. So I feel like it would only be right for us to be able to share that moment.
Yeah, man. And it was important to me, Gary, that the goals that you had, I wanted you to understand that your goal was my goal. You know what I mean? And what I mean is I didn't, try to oversell anything, or I didn't try to put any pressure on you. I tell kids all the time, okay, if you want to go D1, okay, we'll see. You know what I mean? Here's how you get there. You tell me, I want to go D1. I want to run a 4.4. I want to jump this. I want to do this. Okay, let's see. You know what I mean? But everything, that's right. And everything that I had you to do you understood that that's what it would take, and that's what you did. And the best part about it was when you went to Alabama, and you set the camp on fire. And you call me like, oh my God, Alabama just offered me. And it was like out of nowhere. We like, oh yeah, we on to something now.
that was the thing. It literally came out of nowhere. And you remember in January 4th through the 7th, I went to the Army All-American Camp, the Dieselman in San Antonio. And I got back. I came to train some, but I also had a basketball tournament for school. And before the game, I just so happened to click on my huddle video. And it had 300 views. I tell the story all the time. I had 300 views before that. I look at it that day, it had 800. I played the game, get done, it said like 1,900. I'm like, what is going on? And then that day, I go home and I go to sleep. That night, I go home and go to sleep, and my coach called me and woke me up and said, Alabama's up.
Wow.
And I hung up in his face because I was half asleep. I was tired because I had some games. And I had been doing a lot. I hung him in his face, told him to stop playing. And I hung up, and he called back in. Like, I'm not playing with dude like they did. And then next thing you know, I checked my views again, and they had like 3,000. So I think that next week, I picked up everybody in the SEC within 4 or 5 hours.
Yep.
And TCU called, literally everybody started calling. Literally everybody you can think of started calling. And what's crazy where we started, like that competitive nature, that's what happened. So we went to the camp, and Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields were there. So every single rep they went, I skipped the line and went right behind them. Because Coleman said, because he went to all the camps with everybody big name there, 4 or 5 star. I would just skip the line and go right behind them. You had no choice. See me compete. And so, and I feel like that kind of, because I know when I got done with the camp, this man named Tom Lloyd, I still remember to this day, he asked me how many offers I had. I was like, I had 1 at the time. At Arkansas State, and next thing you know, he was like, you're going to laugh. You leave this, you're going to have every offer you want. The next thing you know, I love you. And so that's kind of how that happened, and everything just kept. After that, everything just started rolling. I remember the days, though, coming in there, and the year of training, I didn't get 1. I didn't get another one. And we just kept working. And so, you better go on with that little brother, man. Right? Well, yeah, so that's man.
My boy, so where are you right now? You're in Earl?
I'm in Memphis.
You're in Memphis now? Are you serious?
Everybody had to move across the bridge.
Boy.
That's why I told you I could have came.
Son, I had no idea. I didn't even put that together. I didn't put that together.
That's why I said, is it the first time a voice calls like, if you want, I could just come do it. That's what I was saying.
I had no idea, dude. I didn't even put that together. I'm like, how this boy gonna come all the way from Utah somewhere and do this call with me?
I'm down here for a couple more weeks. Until I need to come over down. I want to train with you until I go to Atlanta.
Say less. So
we'll talk about that off the call.
Yeah. Okay, so we get to Baylor. We off and running. Tell me how your experience was there, and what led to the move from Baylor to USF. Start our stretch lines.
Baylor was good. Got to play in a couple games. Got to start.
Wait. Hold on. You're not gonna just run over that like that, dog. You're not gonna just. Yeah, I got to play in a couple. No. I told you about your damn humility, boy. So come on, dog. Come on, son. Okay. So tell me about the big ones and how you actually got to cut up in some of the biggest games.
Okay. So I was able to. How do I put this? I was able to lead us to Big 12 championship. To this day, we have the most winningest season in Baylor history.
Now,
to this day,
that particular season, that was your freshman year?
No, that was
sophomore year.
Red shirt sophomore.
That's right. Okay. All right, go ahead, buddy.
Red shirt sophomore.
Yo, start our stretch lines. Come on, yo.
Red shirt sophomore year. I got to play the year before a little bit, but not as much as I wanted. Then the next year I ended up winning the job and starting. And got to put on the show a couple times against some big time opponents.
Yeah.
But I was playing good, but what shifted during that season was the TCU game.
Okay.
That was the first game I had in college where I feel like nobody kind of was involved into the game. Like everybody was worried about everything else, so we couldn't do anything right in the game.
Okay.
I remember my coach put his arms around me and said, "You're gonna have to, me and my homeboy Taquan, y'all gonna have to find a way to try to win this game."
Mm-hmm.
And that day, that was probably the biggest game of my career, shifting my mindset because I gave that game my everything, and I ended up finishing the game with probably about, I think like 4 touchdowns. But forget the touchdowns.
Yeah.
Forget the touchdowns. I finished like 4 touchdowns. I think like 70 or 80% completion percent. Like it was going good, but at the end of the game, we got the ball back, and I'm taking hits on the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm driving down. It's like my first big time 2-minute drill. Hold on, please. Calm down. Chill out. It's like my first big time 2-minute drive, and I'm driving down, and I end up throwing an interception.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and you know me, the failing, well, not failing, but the lessons. What elevated me and uplifted me.
No question. The best part about being in a high pressure situation and doing well is
all eyes on you.
All eyes are on you. But the thing that doesn't, but the thing that we miss though, G, is that the most important part of being up is coming down.
Right.
You win, then you lose.
Go sit down.
You know what I'm saying? When you're used to winning so much and you finally get a taste of what a loss feels like, you got one or two choices. You know what I mean? You're either gonna learn from it or you're gonna fold and fall to pieces. One of two. You know what I'm saying? So when I say experience is the best teacher, that's an understatement, but you learn from those losses, you know what I'm saying? And you just continue to grow. You grow, I mean, I'm talking about it's almost like we say the bench is like the best motivator. Now it might be the second best because a loss might be the best.
It is. And I can say that because the next week we play Oklahoma, they ranked top 10. And I ended up putting up our touchdowns. But that whole week, like after the game, I hugged my mom, I was crying, I was in tears, I was this, I was that. No. I was this, that. But I can say I honestly learned the most throughout that next week of preparation because I had to come in the next day knowing we wanted to win that game when I threw the interception.
Right.
I had to come in. I stood up in front of the team and everything, took credit, like told them that'll never happen again. They're gonna get the best from me here on out, and I apologize because I feel like I let everybody get that. And that's something I knew the opportunity was gonna teach me something, but at the time, the next day you're still emotional about it.
Oh yeah.
Because you know how it is as a competitor, you just want to win.
That's right.
And so for me, that's kind of how it was. But once I shifted to the mindset, I made a commitment to show up and make sure everybody feel my presence and that I'm trying to get better with every single thing we're doing, whether it's watching film, whether it's working out, whether it's practice, like every single rep counts more now.
Yeah, no question. My boy, our transition from Baylor to UCF. Talk to me about the challenges that you faced, some pros, some cons, and because you instantly came out flying at USF when you got down there. Yeah. So tell me about that transition and how that started.
So the transition, at Baylor we felt it was best to part ways, which I don't want to detail about that, but whatever you want to call it, but it was something that shouldn't have. It was something that was ridiculous.
I got it. Say less. That's a me and you talk. That's a me and you talk. That's cool.
That was ridiculous, and I don't like to lie about the situation or anything like that. The situation was ridiculous. What went on in the meeting.
Okay.
And our transition, I'm coming out of the port. I got a lot of big schools hitting me up, but what stood out to me about USF was that they were a losing program. And I wanted to go there and flip that around and make history, honestly. Which is something I always chase growing up.
Walking lunges. Walking lunge down, walking lunge back. All right, we do one set. We hop on the curve, 5 seconds. We're going to do 4. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'm not chasing a logo. So I went there. First game, we played BYU. It's a little slow. Me and the wide receivers not on the same page. And I played solid, but you could tell we weren't on the same page. when it came to what to do versus splitting coverage on certain routes. So that was kind of bumpy. But the next week we ended up losing, and the next week we lost again.
Mm-hmm.
But we started to kind of get on the same page. So my last 2.5 games, 1,000 yards or something. Like my last 2.5 games, over 1,000 yards.
Jesus Christ.
In 2 games, between rushing and passing. Like it was, we had finally got in sync. The last 2 games, we averaged 3 or 4 touchdown passes, 1 or 2 rushing. Put up 4 touchdowns one game, 5 the next, and came out. We played Tulane. It's the second quarter. I got 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. It's like 10 minutes left in the second quarter. I got almost 100 yards rushing, over 100 passing already. Like I'm finally, you know what I'm saying? You finally got into that groove, that rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And I get hit. Hold on. And I get hit and tear my labrum.
Yeah.
Throwing shoulder. The biggest challenge of my life, the lowest point I ever hit in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you can think of, that happened in a split second. And we always think we got this plan. And I was like, I'm going to do it here. And I took a detour.
Yeah.
Took a detour.
Mm-hmm.
Took a detour. And kind of struggled trying to get healthy for the next. People don't know this. I was rehabbing for probably about 18, 19 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
Off hope.
Yeah.
I was told.
You were told you were never going to play again. You were never going to throw again.
Yeah, I was told that. My doctor, my surgeon,
Mm-hmm.
everybody looked at everything. I was told that. And look at God.
Right. So let me jump in real quick because you said a mouthful and you said plenty. First off, slow start. Yep. Took a minute for you and the guys to jail. And you remember when we were getting ready to transition from Baylor, we were in talks with Missouri too. You remember?
That's where everybody had to know. That was the other one.
I know. It was between UCF and Missouri. But when I tell you, you know this just as well as I do. God don't make no mistakes.
You don't.
You know what I mean?
You don't.
You had the greatest, and I know, son, I know you went there because the challenge was the greatest.
It was the greatest challenge. I didn't want to be a number in the jersey.
You didn't want to go into a situation where, all right, we got 5-star this, we SEC this, we blah, 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 just come in here and just dink and dunk and we going to win. You wanted to go and put a program on your back and rebuild a program. And I know that. And you know just as well as I do, that's the direction it was going. Because y'all started to make that turnaround. You started playing well. But the greatest thing, remember I just said a couple minutes ago, experience is the best teacher. The bench is the best motivator. Well, it's the second best. But the best motivator is probably a loss. We didn't think we were going to be able to throw again. Yeah? We didn't think we were going to be able to play again.
We did.
And you think about 18 months in God's purpose, though. You think about 18 months. And I'm going to get a little spiritual just for a quick second. You think about 18 months versus eternity. What is that to him?
Could you say that again?
Think about 18 months versus eternity.
Right.
A limitless, timeless, boundless, all-powerful God.
Right.
That is this to him. Wow. And the faith that you demonstrated, not only did you demonstrate the fact that he's all-powerful, 18 months, you had to demonstrate a crap ton of patience. Because you had to learn your throwing motion all over again. And you've been doing this since you was blank years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Man, what you mean I can't throw a football? I got to throw a towel or a tennis ball. What you mean? What you mean I can't just bring my elbow back and just go into my No. What do you mean? And I know it was maddening. And I know that. But buddy, once you got into that situation, you had no choice but to rely on God himself.
That's it. God, that's it.
Yep.
And that's the only thing that got me through it, honestly, because it was,
I know it's tough.
He's talking about 18 months.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know it did. But you keep it in perspective and look at where you are now. Right. You went to BYU. Y'all were like number 6 in the country at one point, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all were running the conference. You go to a gigantic bowl game. Son, hey man. I'm watching this game, and I'm like, this gigantic child number 3. Then I see Bohannon on him. I'm like, hold on, that's my boy there. Hold on now. Yeah. And you got in, and you didn't just get in, you contributed big time. You running the ball like normal. You throwing the ball like normal. You playing it at a high level, Division I level again. Buddy, you are so freaking blessed. It's incredible. Anybody who hears your story and ever thought about quitting, oh yeah, they for sure gonna reconsider.
I hope so. Now, that's one thing I did learn about it. And that's why I honestly embrace and enjoy speaking about it, because I hope it makes persons able to hear my story and my 18 months of how that went for me, because that was not easy. It honestly wasn't. And I know everybody that I know ever experienced injury as a thrower gave up.
Right.
They were done.
Mm-hmm. Because you think about it, mentally, it's like, and I know for a fact, G, that it went through your mind, because it's normal and it's typical. You know what I mean? Guys, each of you grab your own 18-inch box. All right, we're going to do 5 explosive step-ups on each leg. Then y'all each grab your own yoga ball and do 25 crunches. All right, remember the explosive step-ups? Remember how to do them? Remember how to do it? Sean, you do it first so that so Zoe and Jerry can see how to do it. But G, what I was talking with Lincoln earlier. Last year, he grade 3 ACL tear, torn lateral meniscus, out for the season. Freak injury. The normal thing to do, man, why did this happen to me? You know what I mean? Man, is it over? That's so normal, that's so typical.
Right.
But you put yourself in a submissive and a humble posture at that point, because now you got to rely on the faith that you say that you had all along, and now you don't have a choice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what that demonstrated by, and look, we don't say, man, we just work as just a cliche. We don't say hard work pays off as a cliche. That's real. Buddy, you went to 3 high-level D1s, high level. You ain't no dummy.
Right.
Because clearly you ain't, because you graduated from Baylor in freaking 2.5 years, and then you grit your freaking master's in a year and some change. Like, I need to highlight that again, just so people can know. You ain't no slouch out here academically. You never have been. Your mama's a principal. Your mama's a principal. She ain't going for that. You know what I mean? And the work ethic that was instilled in you since you were a child, that you manifested while we were together the whole time. Every off season you would come home, you call me. I want you to speak on something real quick. I'm not gonna hold you much longer, but I promise. Summer 2020. You remember that off season?
COVID. We threw that bird mice in that trunk.
Buddy, I need you to tell me how we got through that, and tell me what role, if any, did I play in our journey during that particular time? Because that was the time. That was the time. It was that was. Oh Lord, yeah.
And so let's go back. 2020, COVID hit. I get sent home. I know I'm gonna be at home for a couple months. I'm trying to train with you. Next thing you know, the gym got to close down. So I call you. We get on the phone. We like, okay, what all will you said straight up? What all will you need? What all you want? And we will put together your workouts for at home. So I come over, get med balls, hurdles, Vertimax, bands, jump rope, everything sync up, and I was waking up, and you were sending me my workouts, and I was working out in the garage and in the yard every day.
Yeah.
Because everything was closed down. And I would just get up and do whatever we would do at the facility. I would do it at home. If I had whatever I needed to do, I did it at home. And that, like I've always been determined and motivated, but that motivated me even more because everything said, you can't do this right now. Like everything, the world basically closed down.
Yeah.
And we found a way.
We had to find a way. That's right.
Coming up with a plan for how we can still take advantage of this and get better right now.
Yeah. So I had to get a little creative, to be honest, because you think, now I talked to you about a testament of you had to test your faith when times were down. Right. That may have been the biggest test for mine because that's my livelihood. It's my income.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you mean to tell me I can't make no money for 3 months?
3 months.
I had no idea what I was going to do. That may have been mentally the lowest point that I've been at that point because I couldn't figure out how was I going to help everybody. Because that's my, that's my duty for y'all is, to help you get to where you need to go. But now this virus is hit and now my business is shut down. So I had to get a little creative. Once we were able to open back up and we slowly started to get back to normal, there was a group of y'all. It's about 20 of y'all.
Right.
I remember it vividly because I put this particular group to train together for a reason. It was all the college athletes. You were in that group. Eric Gray.
Yeah.
Nicole Dean.
Yeah.
Rodney Williams, who's in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Cam Kinley, who went to Tampa. Yeah. Liz Dixon, remember Liz? Went to the WNBA and played. And all the other.
Louisville, right?
Yep, went to Louisville. That's right.
Yeah.
I said Cam. Quinterio Cole. He played at Alcorn those 3 years, 3-time All-American down there. Went to Louisville and finished. Got picked up by the Raiders. Christian Wilkerson. All these guys. All y'all in one group together.
Right.
And I wanted to create an environment that was where y'all couldn't go back to. That was but as close as possible. You know what I mean? High level D1s, training hard, pushing each other, but still keeping y'all safe. And I don't know if you remember, but I didn't charge any of y'all a dime.
No.
And I wanted y'all to know from me that this ain't just some dude that's trying to take advantage of y'all while everything is down. I needed y'all to know that I genuinely care about all of y'all staying on top of y'all stuff while the world is shut down. And this is totally not y'all's fault. But now y'all do have a place, and I don't need y'all to be penalized in any kind of way because of it. So, and I brought that up because, that again, that's just a testament to our relationship, buddy. I always wanted to make sure that you knew I was there. When you were going through things at Baylor, when you went through it at USF, I wanted you to know that I was there. I will commend you because you could have sunk into a hole, not responded to a text, not answered a call, but you always did. And that's a testament to you again and to our relationship that, more of a, uncle, nephew, father, son type of relationship because I wanted you to know again that your happiness was my happiness, your goal was my goal. And there's a guy here in Memphis that I only care about you doing well. You know what I mean? I don't need nothing from you. I just want to make sure that you doing well and blowing up and succeeding in life, that's my win. You know what I mean? You finished everything at BYU. I absolutely love how it ended. Loved it. Absolutely loved with a win, with a championship. You're on the field. Everything you deserved with still an opportunity to go at the next level. Tell me what your plans are. Tell me what's next for my man, Gerry Bohannon.
Right now, I'm training until I go to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a different spot. I'm in a different spot, maybe a more difficult one than I've ever been in, honestly, with the injury, trying to come back from it, and just the timeline of how much time I've missed and been out. But I can honestly say everything that's saying it's not possible is motivating me more than I'm more motivated than I ever been.
Come on, man.
Like because I know I sacrificed so much.
Set up each
growing
rack
up
for
playing.
power cleans. Power cleans. Go ahead, but I'm
I
sorry.
sacrificed so much, and I wake up at 3:34 in the morning to make sure I can train. All that it seemed hard, but now I'm like everything says it's not possible.
Absolutely.
But I have literally nothing but faith and more motivation I ever had to not be denied because I owe it to myself before anything.
No question.
I owe it to myself, and I can say going through the 2 years of my injury, trying to come back, honestly, a month ago I was telling my mom I didn't want to continue playing. It just mentally I wasn't there anymore, and I can honestly say playing in that last game, I got that feel.
Oh yeah.
That feeling that I missed, I got it back.
Yeah.
And that's what I needed. So I have it now. And now, you think you saw me train before? You finna see me train.
My man.
I have some things that I've wrote down that I have to accomplish because I owe it to myself, and I would not be denied. I don't care what amount of sleep I got to miss, what I have to take my body through, like because I owe it to myself, and I want to prove not that I want to prove everybody wrong, but I want to prove more to the people that have doubt that everything is possible. That's all I've ever done to do. Notice I transferred. I never want to transfer. I want to say Earl. Every time something seems impossible, you can't throw again. I can go outside, throw about 7 yards.
That's right.
You know, so it's like those kind of things. That's what I feel like I was put on this earth to do, to inspire all those around me.
Heck yeah, boy.
Anybody that can hear my story, see my story, I want to make sure that they're able to feel where I'm from. So for me, right now, is to commit. I went today, got my fruits, my protein, my packs of chicken, vegetables. I'm putting myself on a strict diet. I'm not shortcutting it in any way because I owe it to myself. And it seems like a long stretch, but I'm there. I'm right there. I'm working out.
Going through what he wants me to be going through. You back home, which has me salivating. Yeah. Because you know, we the underdog to our soul.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We've been that. Definitely. Out of Earl, Arkansas. Come on, man. Definitely. Come on, man. It's 12 people in Earl. 12 people in Earl. 10 now. 10. Because you moved mom and them out of Earl. But, buddy, when I tell you, hold on, GB. Guys, 3 sets of 3 power cleans. You put a 45 and a 10 on each side. You got a 35 on each side of yours. That's my girl. You ain't scared. 3 sets of 3. Yeah. Put a 25 on each side of yours. All right. But the best part about it, the higher the level, obviously the harder it gets. Yes?
Oh, yeah.
But because of that, the fact that your drive is as high as it is now, the timing could not be better. You just got a witness that, and you had a friendly reminder. Oh, yeah, you built for this.
Oh, yeah.
You built for it. The worst year of my life was 2023. I lost my cousin, lost my sister. I almost get killed. Me and my son get into it. My mama got sick. My other sister got sick. Horrible year. The one thing that kept me sane, there's no way that I'm going through all of this hell if my heaven isn't about to happen next.
Right.
There's no way that I went through all of that if something absolutely incredible is not about to happen next. And let me tell you something. Scouts know football players when they see them. You know what I mean? They know the name. They're going to pull up the film. They're going to see it. They're going to see all your wins. They're going to see your successes. They're going to see you dominate at the highest level. And then they're going to see you in person. And then they're going to watch you throw. And then they're going to say, oh, heck yeah, this boy has beat the odds. And he earned his shot. Earned it. You know what I'm saying? You earned that. Everything that you've gone through, mentally, physically, the struggles, the highs, the lows, every single bit of it has brought you to this point